Hi everyone, Radhe Radhe. So today we're going to do chapter 1, verse 32. I had a really incredibly beautiful day today, and just the whole day was really good. And I was on Friday evenings, I go to the ISKCON temple to volunteer. So I was cutting vegetables there, and on the way back, I was just feeling very good and I was feeling high. And many times when I feel this in a lot of happiness, I start to see this ego creep into me, and I start to feel I can feel it. I can feel the difference between the happiness I feel and the ego, the ego that creeps in along with that happiness. And I realized that in the car, and I was praying in the car, like, please God, help me get out of that ego state, because I don't want to live in that ego state. I want to be happy, and I want to allow myself to feel that joy. And the joy is good. The joy was very amazing, and I want to not have the ego along with it. Anyways, so I wanted to tell you a story today. I have this incredible, amazing friend. She is non-Indian. She is American. She doesn't know that much about the Gita, and she was telling me about her life story, and I would like to share that with you, because for my entire life, pretty much, I've wanted to learn the Gita, and I've wanted to know how to apply it in my day-to-day life. And this is the first time since the month that I've been doing this for a month now. This is the first time that I've actually seen that so applicable in real life. At least my interpretation of what happened, I feel like I got this interpretation right, but somebody else might think otherwise, and I'm open to learning what their belief system is. But I felt that the way she lived her life, she lives her life with very, very high integrity, and she's just such a gentle soul. She's such a beautiful, gentle soul. I'm immensely honored to call her my friend. So anyway, so she went through this experience, and it just got over this morning, 20 minutes before our call. And I would like to share that. So her experience was that she was with somebody. She was in a relationship earlier, which she had not been in a few years, but there was still some financial entanglement that they had. And she when she left that, she left a lot of money behind as well, because she did not want to go through this, just the financial problems. She was like, I'll leave all of that. I don't care. I'll leave the money behind. I just want to be free. I want to not be in this relationship anymore. She knew that it wasn't right for her, so she wanted to leave. So she did. But there was still this one thing that they were still entangled about. And for some reason, a few months ago, she realized that she needed to fight this one out. Like, she didn't want to just let go. She could have let go, but she didn't want to let go. And she felt that she needed to do the right thing, and she needed to go through it. But the way she was describing it, just, it felt so similar to the way Arjun, the last few verses that we had, where Arjun was feeling. She was like, I was feeling this dread about having to call lawyers. I was feeling like I did not want to do this. I was like, why do I have to do this? She was like, all of that, the way she was, I'm not able to do a good job of describing it the way she was describing it, but the more and more she was speaking, and the more I was like, this is exactly how Arjun was saying. He was like, my bow is slipping from my hand, my mind is reeling, my skin is burning, my hair is standing on the thing, like all of that thing, like all of the dread that Arjun was feeling about doing this. Of course, Arjun had to kill his relative, so it was much deeper and stronger. But all of that dread about doing that, he was like, I don't want the kingdom. I don't want any of this thing. I will forego all of that. I don't want to fight. I don't want to do all of this. And that's how she was feeling too. I don't want to fight. I'll let go of all of this. But she did. She did, and she fought. And this morning, almost all of it got completely resolved, and she was in shock. Like, she was so happy that it was over. She was still trying to absorb that it was over. So to me that was, so we had a conversation about dharma and what is dharma, because the first verse we talked about that, the Gita is all about Arjun asking Krishna this question: what is dharma, what is my duty, what is the right thing to do? So I told her about the Gita thing, of course, about the project that I'm doing, and about how it's so similar to what Arjun did, and how Krishna said you need to do what your dharma is, and from what I know of what's coming, that you need to do the right thing and leave the results to God, but you need to do the right thing. And just because you're feeling dread about something, or just because you're feeling just this intense like distaste, doesn't mean that you back off from your duty or from your dharma, from your right thing to do. From your yeah, dharma is the best word. So yeah, it was just an amazing conversation that I had with her about this, and it was so good to see it in action, and so good to see her step up and just do that. Anyways, okay, so that was her story. So let's go into verse 32. So she's singing it in a very different way, and I'm going to sing it in, if I can, in my own way, because I don't understand why she changed the format of the singing of this particular verse. I don't know if she's going to continue. If she continues, then I will have to learn the new thing, but right now I don't really want to necessarily learn this new tune. So I might mess it up a little bit. Oh, and I got one more book from this amazing human being who lives in Seattle, from the post that I'd made. And this is by Koti Sri Krishna and Hari Ravi Kumar. It's called The Complete Bhagavad Gita. It looks like this. So from there, I also I'm reading the commentary and the translation. The translation is pretty much exactly the same so far. Nothing is different in the commentary as well. The only thing they mention is the meaning of the word Govinda, which I'll get to. Okay, so let's play this. Shri Vijayam Krishna Nacha Rajam Sukhani Cha Kim no Rajena Govinda Kim Bhoge Jivitena Va. Okay, so this one also, it's still confusing here. So it's part of it is in 31 and part of it is in 32. This is the GitaDaily.com website. So Nakankshe Vijayam Krishna. Na is nor. Na is like common for every language, I think, for no. Akanksha is like desire in Hindi. So na kankshe, nor do I desire. Vijay is victory in Hindi. So Vijayam, nor do I desire victory, O Krishna. Na cha rajyam sukhani cha. Sukhani cha. So na cha, nor also. Rajya is kingdom in Hindi. Sukh is happiness in Hindi. So sukhani, nor also kingdom or happiness. So as the translation here, so the first part was, just to recap from last time, I do not see how any good can come from killing my own kinsman in this battle. And then this today's thing is, nor can I, my dear Krishna, desire any subsequent victory, kingdom or happiness, right? So he's saying, nor do I desire victory, O Krishna, nor kingdom or happiness. And by happiness, he's not saying general happiness, of course. He's saying happiness that comes from this, all of this stuff, the kingdom and the victory. And kingdom and victory. Okay, and then the next two are Kim no Rajena Govinda. Kim, so the first verse was Kim Akurvata Sanjay, the last section of the first verse. Kim is what? What is happening? So Kim, what use? Kim no Rajena Govinda. What use is this kingdom Govinda? So Govinda is another name for Krishna, and that's where this Koti Sri Krishna book explains it, that Krishna was the chief of cowherds and was called Govinda, a friend of cows. And Arjun referred to Krishna as Krishna in the very previous section. So he refers to him as Govinda here, maybe to highlight the latter simplicity, because he was he was a cowherd boy. Govinda means cowherd boy. So he used to take care of cows. So he was very simple in that, right? So he's saying, what use is this kingdom to me, Govinda? And then Kim Bhoger Jivitena Va. So Kim, like what use is the bhog, let's see, what use is the enjoyment of living either? What use is the enjoyment of living either? O Govinda, what avail to us are a kingdom, happiness, this comes from the previous one, or even life itself? And then it goes to the next thing. So what use is the kingdom, um, Govinda, and what enjoyment is living going to give me? If even if I live after this war is over and I win all of this kingdom, what use is that kingdom going to be to me? What use is that kingdom going to be for me? So let me read. O herder of cows, I don't fancy victory, pleasure, or kingdom. What use is of this kingdom, happiness, or even life? Yeah. Okay, so he translates bhoger as happiness. They translate. I don't know if that's a. I'm assuming it's a he in that book. So they translate bhoger as happiness. So what use is happiness? What use is the kingdom, happiness, and even life for that? Let me see if what says in here. I do not foresee how. Let's see if verse 32 will show up. And this is the Swami Mukundananda version. Okay. O Krishna, I do not desire any victory, kingdom, or the happiness. Of what avail will the kingdom, pleasures, or even life be? And then the rest of the thing comes next time. Okay. So this is verse 32. We will do verse 33 next time. I wish you a very beautiful day. Radhe Radhe.